Hello everyone, my name is Quantum, welcome back to some more League of Legends. Today I'm gonna play Nidalee in the jungle. Yeah, this is a very weird role to play, but I talked about it in my previous episode where I kinda talked about the Nidalee rework and explained my thoughts about it, and actually just in that video came up with the idea to actually play Nidalee in the jungle, mainly because you actually get access to her alt stance, her cougar form at level 1 actually enables her to get an extra ability, which I actually think can become really good in the jungle for Nidalee. So it's a little bit weird, yeah, but hear me out on this. Her Q, her spear are so thin that you actually can hit blue/red relatively easy through the small minions that are next to it. You can just throw the spear in the middle, and then you just jump into the cougar form and you have your Q, and starting to get the swipe and the pounce, you actually get some great clearing speed, and having the ganks with her new passive and hitting someone with a spear, trying to get them hunted, would actually be preferable. Maybe not really able to do sometimes, but just jumping in with cougar form, do damage, and just exit to human form and try and hit with a spear is gonna be good as well. And as I explained in that video, I'm gonna play Nidalee as a bruiser. I don't think she fits as an AP anymore, at least, and I explained that in the video, but if you didn't check it, I'm just gonna go through it very briefly. Her scalings on all her abilities except her Q are pretty much very bad and pretty much useless, at least in damage purposes, and even her heal doesn't have that good of an AP scaling. It's actually quite a horrible healing scaling, AP scaling on that heal. So, and they made the spear way harder to hit with, just because it's way thinner than before, so you're not gonna hit as many spears unless you're incredibly good at hitting with those spears. So in my opinion, Nidalee is new, like, it's not that big of a remake, someone might say, but I think it's a big enough remake that actually completely removes her from being an AP mid, unless they actually bump up the AP scaling on her cougar form just a slightly bit, not too much, but just slightly, especially on a swipe or pounce. I mean, her Q doesn't need better AP scaling whatsoever, mainly also because you get the Lich Bane, which goes right on the Q, but anyways, just some more of her pounce and swipe to actually enable her to actually go AP and actually benefit some damage on those abilities as well, because the only damage right now is a Q in either stance. It's the spear or the takedown. So if they could just bump that up, maybe she could go back to being an AP mid. And actually what I also talked about in my other rework video is the fact that they nerfed her human stance so much that you pretty much only want to be in your cougar stance, but they didn't add any defenses for being in the cougar stance. Like, cougar stance before was just primarily for utility and jumping around, and then you did damage with your spears, and you only just jumped in with the cougar form when you could kill something, because you didn't want to put yourself in that risk. So it was only jump in when you had the guaranteed kill. Now it doesn't really work that way, so you want to be in the cougar stance more, but I think they could add extra armor magic resist when you are in the cougar form, just base, pretty much like Jace hammer stance and Elise spider form, just to make you want to be a little more in the cougar stance and not as punishing to actually be in that stance. But anyways, I'm gonna just skip to the actual gameplay here to get into the game. The loading screen is rather long, so we'll see you guys in a second. And here we go, we are now in the game, gonna start up as any jungler, really.
I will guide you.
You can maybe even go a scrying orb, but I'm gonna go with the sweeper lens, because most of my ganks actually I wanna be pretty much like here, but yeah. Oh my god, why Yasuo support? Is Yasuo the support?
You cannot cage me, summoner.
And here we have the enemy Nidalee. The skin is so badass.
You call this civilized?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Instinct guides my steps.
I'm still gonna go with the spear because pounds in her cook form deal more damage. Doesn't deal much damage as takedown. Simple idea as that. And I want the takedown and swipe from level 2.
On the prowl.
So I'm gonna stand here and pretty much line myself up to hit with the Q. Not gonna start with E. It deals current HP, sure, but I'm just gonna go like that. You can see I can hit it rather easily. Now I didn't get any help, good at least. There we go. But you can definitely start with your W. It's easier to hit with and it deals more damage, the actual trap, than a spear, even at max range, I believe. Just because it has so much HP. Now I'm gonna go ahead and kill the wolves. So auto attack, Q, and then swipe. Having a potion up all the time. I'm not even gonna bother going into human stance against this. Now I can just go out and throw a heal. And same thing here, I'm gonna hit with a spear right through the middle. Hopefully. Yeah, got it. And I'm just gonna start clawing on this thing. Just until I can smite. And as you can see, it works. And it doesn't even really feel risky or something like that. Like some people might be like, but you have so low HP now. Yeah, but I can heal. And I can start using my traps as well because I got blue and everything. And you can actually see with blue I can actually heal quite a bit.
Show you the way.
Hit like that and then jump in and then, oops, for some reason I did this smite completely at the wrong side. And still it's rather good. Like, just the fact that I get pound greed again as soon as I kill something actually helps out quite a bit.
Instinct guides my steps.
I'm gonna go bot lane. They could see me, but at the same time I have...
Let me
let's see. Oh, that was so bad. It wasn't bad. It was just sad, basically. I'm gonna try and not risk the entire lane. Not gonna go too greedy on this. As Bane here. Oh no, that missed. Bane got super greedy, and I don't know if it was just that he wanted to help me and turned greedy because of that, but yeah. And you can see us throwing these spears here, like, it's so small, it's so hard to hit with, compared to before. You can still hit with it, I'm not saying that you cannot, I'm just saying that it's a lot harder than before. I think I actually hit someone with spear because I got the haunted mark, basically. Okay, I didn't even need to try and hit him, but I was actually going there because I tried to keep myself at a good distance, and I was actually looking to heal him, but I didn't get in range in time. And you might look at that and be like, oh my god, why didn't you heal? I was not in range, and there was no way I could get in range. As far as I believe, maybe I should have tried, I don't know. I'm definitely just gonna go straight to these AoE camps. I'm not gonna bother with these, or this I can actually do just because I can hit the spear at a max range and then engage on that. And the trap actually deal quite a bit of damage on that. And I might even get a reset on my pound. Not reset, but reduce cooldown but it actually already had low color, so it didn't even give anything. And then I just throw out and give myself a heal, go back in, use the pounds again. I'm actually gonna take this one so you guys can see kind of what I mean, like how easy it can be to actually do. Well, kill it. Oh, I missed with the trap. It's right so it doesn't hit. That's kind of bad. And then I can go out, throw a spear, heal, and the heal actually increased damage. And as you can see, I did wrong here. I'm not supposed to max up Q, because it doesn't benefit anything for the Q in your Kugu stance. Like nothing, it just goes on rank right away. So definitely should have just gone with maxing up the heal.
Let me show you the way.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes, and now we can jump again. I'm gonna jump past her because I'm sneaky. Good. Why did I jump past her? Well, that was basically because she just used her pound, and that gave me an opening to just pound backwards, like surprise, because Nidalee's not really supposed to do that. She's not used to do that. She should be able to just pound back. So it was slightly to throw off guard, and also there's no escape going up here, so I had to go back sooner or later. And yeah, it also worked really great because she jumped out and started to throw the spear, which actually missed, because I fainted pretty much what I was trying to do. I don't really know if you can call it a feint, but and it hit that one. But yeah, you can actually just kill a small minion just to get your pound faster. It works as well. Just getting the heal off, and then you can see she works in the jungle definitely, and her ganking power is rather relatively strong. It's not the strongest, but it's not that weak. And now when I got level 6, it increases everything so much. I'm gonna ping, and I will have to see what Swain does. But actually getting that second rank on my ult makes it so much better. And yeah, you can actually see the damage over time is actually rather strong. I'm just gonna kill this, and if Swain doesn't react after this is done, I'm gonna go and take blue myself. And looking at him, he doesn't really seem to do anything. Get him in, hit with everything. Just auto attack, pounce when I can. And I could smite. I don't know why I didn't smite. It just went down so much faster than I thought it would. And actually by maxing up my heal first, I actually become pretty much as good as a healer as some Nidalees going AP. I don't think you gain any more for going AP than maxing the heal. I actually think you gain more heal by just maxing the heal. And there you can see hitting with the spear increases the pound range a lot. And she's very great at just jumping at those targets, and really great at just jumping around like this. So yeah, this works out great, and it's actually lots of fun. It's lots of fun. And I mean, that's the main purpose of this game, right? To have fun. It's so fun to actually play Nidalee this way. It's insane. I'm enjoying this a lot. Gonna ping that up on my way bot. Oh, they had a ward this time as well. Sucks.
On the prowl.
But yeah, it's fun. It's loads of fun. And it's relatively good. What does this bring to teamfight? Well, pretty much someone that can go deep in a teamfight relatively easily and just get back out relatively easily. Oh, I didn't get the takedown. Since I hit her with a... I don't know if it was a trap or if it was a Q, but I actually got her marked. And that would actually increase quite a bit of damage if I hit with a pound, and it would definitely make me win the fight, I believe. Then I can jump out, I can heal myself. And since I get good attack speed here, I can stand this and just out attack. It works, it all works. Then I heal myself. And yeah, because Nidalee's heal got so bad skating, I actually think you get more heal just by purely maxing the heal. I use my Q last because it deals more damage to the lower HP it got. So the lower HP it got, the more damage. Simple. I don't want to engage her alone. Definitely not. Oh. Oh, I got her. I got her. Landed on her. Now I got this, and I can actually get the mobility. So now I'm fast, and I'm a lot tankier. What I'm gonna do now for damage is getting the Sheen. Because I'm gonna get the Trinity, that's gonna be my main damage and pretty much my only damage. If you want to, you can definitely go with the Phage first, because that extra attack damage might even increase the jungle speed more than the extra AP from Sheen. It's just that I want the Sheen proc to have more burst, and also I don't have that much problem catching up to a target. Like, if I use Phage, I can become fast if I attack them. Since I got the jump and got mobility, like, I think I'm fast enough. But as you can see, I'm not that fast. I've got 376 movement speed. So definitely going some more movement speed is needed, because I'm not that fast. Even though I'm a freaking cat. And just attack and use the heal to sustain myself. Swain is going top. This could go good. In my opinion, he should have said that. Kind of force the pool and then. Yeah, but. Maybe shouldn't done that. I just was like, oh, I got a haunted, I want to just pound him just because I can. But yeah, that was my bad. I should not have done that. It's just, I'm trying out. But yeah, jumping into 3 people alone, that was just a bad move. There was no way that it could be a good move. But just because I hated him, it felt so needed for me to pound him, because I can pound so long. And I want experience with how long I can pound, and you actually see when I hit someone, you get this big ring, and I'm pretty sure that's a pound radius that just increases. The enemy Vayne got the Blade of Ruin King, and a little more. Our Vayne does not. Our Vayne is actually behind with so much. Gonna wait for Swain, and then we're gonna engage on this. Oh god, that hurts so much. Come on. Oh, that was so close. So close. Good job, Swain. Really bringing loads of damage there. Hit with a spear, heal, and just smite it, and then jump in, swipe it, and Q it, and he should almost be dead. And yeah, he's almost dead.
On the prowl.
Like, I will heal if I can, but healing Mundo is not even gonna do much. Like, first of all, my heal on Mundo is not much compared to his amount of HP. And I healed myself so I could go back and fight again. Because I was too low to actually be able to go in. And that's the main reason. I don't know why I felt like I needed to explain to you guys, but I just felt like it. And now a new rank on R, increasing my potential a lot, because I pretty much only go around in Cougar form and do everything in Cougar form, and that's the thing that actually get increased. Can I place a trap here? Is his red up? No, it's not, sadly.
Show you the way.
The big problem with pounds is that I think they would... I would like if they added so you actually got it reset if you got a kill or an assist. Because right now if you get an assist, you do not get the reduced cooldown to 1 second. Which means you cannot jump in, just kill something and jump back if you don't get the kill. It just pretty much jumps in, attack, and then you get stuck there. Because you cannot jump back because of... you don't get the reduced. So I think it would be really good if they added so if you get a kill and an assist.
An enemy has been slain.
Or like kill reduce it to 1 second, assist reduce it to 2 seconds, something. And just jumping does not redirect your pathing. You see I'm trying to go there and I jump backward, still trying to run there. Oh god. Can I jump into the bushes? Wow, how fed is he? 7, 8-1 now. Yeah. I was like, oh god, he deals so much damage, and yeah, he got the Blade of Rune King and he got the Flare, and actually rather high stacked, and yeah, there is not that much we can do about him. Luckily we got a shutdown here on to our Vayne. That was our first kill though. I'm pretty sure I cannot win this. I mean, it feels like it's been doing okay for me, like... it felt like I've done okay. Yes, Mundo is like, oh, you're a goddamn healer, why don't you heal? Because I cannot really do that. If I heal you in the front line, yeah, you're gonna survive longer, but I cannot re-engage with low HP anyway, so I prioritized to have him just fight as long as he felt he could, and heal myself so I could re-engage, but he doesn't like that, and yeah. Not really my problem. It becomes my problem if it's a bitch and actually starts whining, but pretty sure we cannot really do much because enemy Vayne and Mossy they are super fed. Both of their pretty much main carries are impossibly fed. Like Yasuo is doing no damage versus G. God, god, god. And you can see this nearly basically becomes no threat because I'm not scared of her hitting with her spears because they are so small. The big problem now is of course that they got teamed up. And yeah, I'm probably dead.
An ally has been slain.
Oh! I don't know if Nidalee's gonna get the kill. Yeah, because I walked into a trap right here, so I was kinda like, yeah, it's gonna regenerate the kill. I saved you, but you run. Yes.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Like, I had no HP whatsoever. And there was no way I could fight that. And I'm pretty sure he knows that. It's just that he's a bit like, okay, I died and I gotta blame it on someone. Oh god. I don't know what I think about this. And you can see the pound gets so long when I jump right at them. You can see the pound was so long, and I would kill her if she didn't have that condom. That condom was perfectly timed to just nullify me completely. But this way it feels like Nidalee is supposed to be played. I mean, seeing this AP Nidalee, you can see she cannot survive that good. She died 10 times. So just her survivability is worse just because she cannot escape as well. She cannot jump around as well. And her heal doesn't have a good scaling, and with this kind of item she cannot really do any damage. Hitting with the spears are so hard, and sure, she can throw out the spear, get the Lich Bane proc, like I get the Trinity proc, and then out attack. That's pretty much her safest and main damage as of now. Oh come on, they gotta be able to kill him. Yeah, thank you. So, in my opinion this is better, because I can just go in there and do damage as pretty much assassin bruiser. I can just go into the back line and start killing.
Ally has been slain.
So I definitely feel like Nidalee is better like this. And getting the Trinity, you get pretty much all the damage you need. I get the attack damage, I get the speed when I attack something, I get movement speed overall, which helps out a lot. And I get the Sheen proc, which just increases my burst damage. And that's pretty much what I try to do. I just try and jump in and burst something. Oops. Now, need to escape. Oh. No, no, no. Oh, that hit. I was hoping that my jump was actually ready, but it was not. But yeah, I'm just pretty much dragging out and trying to play as good as I can and as much as I can, pretty much. Their Fed are definitely ADs. I mean, their Nidalee is no threat, so it's only just AD. And here's the tricky part as well. Like, if you wanna go real damage, you have to go Magic Pen, because this deals magic damage. That kinda sucks. But you can actually go Alessandra's Torment or something like that. I actually think that would be great. Even just the scaling wise, it doesn't really do that much, but it's mainly to get you a little bit tanky and actually do something good. But yeah, now I'm gonna try and get the Randuins. I think it's a little too late, and both Yi and Bane got true damage. Actually going like a Thornmail would maybe be better. I'm gonna kill Bane. Oh god.
You call this
That was
civilized?
close. Vladimir is a monster as well. I mean, 8, 3, 7. All in the enemy team are pretty much super fed. But yeah, I should have gone a Thornmail. I think that would fare better against those two, but I'm gonna get a Randuins and then we'll have to see. And yeah, healing myself now is becoming pretty much useless. Exactly for the same reasons I didn't heal Mundo. Like, They don't do the amount healing even at max rank is pretty much nothing compared to the HP I got.
Double kill.
It's just suicide to jump in there, but I mean I gotta try and do something, right? Got reduced colon on the pounds. And I guess I can heal Mundo. Doesn't really matter, you can see that amount healing is pretty much nothing.
An enemy has been
I've not been able to farm in the jungle so much. I have not gained much money from my jungling item whatsoever this game. Oh god, I'm so dead. Gonna try and jump over here. Oh no. The I don't know exactly what did that damage over time. Is it not damage over time, right? No. He has had red buff, I believe. Because he had a red buff enemy look, and he doesn't have the spirit of the elder lizard, so it gotta be the red buff. Sadly. He doesn't say either because the list is so short. Right, please fix this. Make the death recap long. If you are dead in 1 minute, let you check what actually killed you and maybe like, okay, how do I do against this? Instead of just having like, okay, he did that, okay, but there was not only that. But yeah, getting a Thorn Mail I think is the best choice I actually got. Sure, it's not that great because they got true damage, but it deflect damage back at them. And life stealing has actually been nerfed. You can see this only gives 10%. Oh god, there's nothing I can do.
enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
I can throw the spears, but they're pretty worthless. Oh god. Swain trying to fight that one-on-one, and oh god.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nothing I can do here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Ah, there's nothing I can do there. They were simply too fed, but I still felt like it did go good. I mean, in the jungle, it's not the fastest, but it's not really that slow. I mean, her cat form and actually her trap is doing quite a bit of damage on red and blue. Might actually start with trap. It might even do more damage than starting with the Q and using it at the max range and the pound. The problem there is, like I said, the takedown deals more damage than pounds, so you want the takedown, but at the same time pounds is AoE, and if you get pounds and swipe, maybe you can clear like red slash blue and then AoE camp like Wraith or Wolves and then go red a little easier, a little faster, because you got two AoE abilities, pounds and swipe, as well as pounds got quite a short column, but as well as takedown got quite a short column as well. But yeah, Bruce and Nidalee is nothing new, and I think that's the new way to play her. If you compared me to the other Nidalee, she just died a lot, she didn't do damage. Hitting with the spears are ridiculously much harder, just because it's not supposed to be like just spears endlessly. It's not as wide, and the cooldown have been greatly increased. I mean, I think she got like 3 or 4 seconds before, and now it's 7 or something like that. I got it in my review video, I got the exact numbers, but it's just insane big difference, and her scalings on all her other abilities are not good, so I don't really feel like going pure AP is the way to go. I definitely feel Bruiser is better to utilize the Cougar form, jumping in, doing some great damage. And actually jungle works really great, having the pounds, takedown and swipe to do the damage, having the heal to increase attack speed and heal yourself, the traps to do great damage against big targets and using the spears against the single targets from as far away as you can. I mean, the wolves you cannot pretty much hit at maximum range because it's just gonna reset before you can get there and re-aggro them, but it still can do some great, like 100 extra damage or something like that. But yeah, that's that. I think it's great fun, and it's really fun to play Nidalee. It was before as well. It's just that it was rather frustrating to play Nidalee before because you pretty much had to work against her movement. I mean, using the pound and swipe, you only did both of those in front of her, so it was loads of keeping an eye where you actually were heading with your abilities. Now they all attack in the direction you want, making it so much easier to just maneuver, and it became loads and loads of fun. And building a bruiser with a Trinity, I think that's really good. You can get some, like I said, Lysandra's Torment to melt tanks. You get some AP, but the main damage thingy from the passive is there. The magic penetration benefits Nidalee a lot, since all her abilities do magic damage. So the magic pen is good, and it gives some HP. Getting the Ray like Scepter would work as well, but as well getting a Frozen Mallet would work pretty much just as good. Your heal would increase slightly with the Ray like Scepter, and your damage with your all abilities would increase ever so slightly. But with the Frozen Mallets you would get slightly more HP, but it costs more, so let's just say tank wise it's the same for the same amount of money. Because Frozen Mallet gives more HP, but it costs a little more. So let's say you get as much HP per money, so to say, per gold. The difference is 30 attack damage and 80 AP. The slow from Frozen Mallet is more reliable. The slow from Ray like Scepter though benefits on your spear. So if you are lucky enough to hit with the spear, you can actually slow them before you engage. While with the Frozen Mallet you pretty much have to engage without either an auto attack, which doesn't have that great of effect with the Frozen Mallet, or hit them with an auto attack in your Cougar form, which you pretty much want to do anyways because you want to hit them with your takedown. So I don't think that's so much of a problem. I also think that Frozen Mallet increases more damage to the actual burst, because Rayla Skepta increases damage, healing and everything slightly on every ability, while Frozen Mallet gives 30 extra attack per every single attack, and it increases 30 damage on your takedown. And if you just jump and then auto attack and takedown, it's actually 60 damage right there, and I think that's more than you can get from a Rayla Skepta burst wise. But yeah, both works. You can get some AP tank items like Rayla Skepta, Lysandra's Torment. You can get some AD tank items like Frozen Mallet. You can get an Atmas Impaler that also works well together with her Q. I don't think her Q her Q cannot crit because it's magic damage, silly me. But getting armor and attack damage from the Atmas is okay if you got a decent amount of HP. And yeah, I just think that going Bruiser Nidalee is better. Getting the Trinity to get the damage is pretty much all you need. You can also go for the gauntlets. The Iceborne gauntlets works as well. And then you get a slow in there because you don't have a slow with Trinity. It just increases your movement speed. So if you want to, you can definitely go an Iceborne gauntlet. I think that's just as good. Also gets more cooldown reduction and more armor, so it's tankier as well. Works very great. But just getting some, what is it called, like spell sword effect, I don't really remember exactly, but Lichbane, Trinity or Iceborne Gauntlet to increase damage from your Cougar forms, your Q, and basically pretty much just go tank from there. Either pure tank or off tank. Sunfire Cape, like I said, Lysandra's Torment, Rayla Scepter or Frozen Mallet. Or just getting more tankier with the Renduin's Omen, Spirit Visage, stuff like that, Banshee's Veil, whatever you want to do. I think that fits her better than going a pure poke AP, because her spears are so ridiculously hard to hit with. I'm actually gonna check real quick on the graphs and check what their Nidalee did in damage. Now, compare that to a Fed Vayne, Fed Vladimir and a Fed Mossy is probably not the best thing to do. So more or less keep in mind that I'm gonna pretty much check the enemy Nidalee's damage compared to our team's damage. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna check the graphs real quickly, so see you in a second.